Yes, welcome back again. I don't know people, brand new episode out here, yeah. Big up to Easter Sunday, Big up to everyone that will celebrate Easter Sunday, yeah. You don't know, it's a holiday
This
tomorrow,
it.
also in Kingston, Jamaica. People, this is a brand new podcast, yeah, the Nick and Dan podcast, where we're going to cover the English Premier League, La Liga, and the Bundesliga, yeah, and also the Italian Serie A. And there and there, sometimes we're going to touch in the little Farmers League also. So, yeah, this is episode one of the combination between me and Daniel Football Show. So, yeah, we're streaming on both YouTube platform right now and Daniel Football Show. So, if you're there, yeah, it's also on Nicola Media. So, if you're over here on Nicola Media House, you're also on Daniel Football Show. And also, we on Twitch at Nicola Media House also. And coming up soon, very shortly, yeah, we will be streaming over the major streaming platform, so like Apple Podcasts, like Spotify. So we bring in good and deep analysis across the world and different platforms. So Daniel, how you feeling, man? Yeah, combination, this is your creativity of bringing both shows together and create a podcast called the Nick and Daniel Podcast, man. How you doing? What you think of this name and what you think about the podcast going forward?
You don't know people. Something come to mind. We both trying to put stuff out there. As football analysis and our opinion on the game. And we normally used to do two podcasts. For the Sunday, but we grown people we have things to do. So we just say, I come up with idea. Let's put everything in one show. Because we know you guys have stuff to do. I know you guys have things to take care of. So I don't expect people to sit down and watch two shows. So yeah, as I say, let's just do one show and just get everything, every little spice, every little big topics, regards to the Reggae Boyz, the Premier League, and all the rest of the top news over the world. So this is the best time. Everybody's at home, relaxing, eating their Sunday dinner, and
Yeah,
relaxing the fam. So this
kick it
this is
off
the
on a Sunday. It's Easter.
yeah, so Sunday can't go wrong with Sunday, everybody at home. So, we not pressure on you to come from watch two shows, so one show, So
Yeah.
this is the Nick and the Dan show. Hope this is a start of a successful show going forward, you know?
Yeah. As I said before, we will be over on some of the major platforms. Just give us a couple more podcasts so we could get things right. It takes a time, sometime to get those things verified and all that. But also at the end of the show, yeah, we will have a little segment where we're going to talk about, the best of the reggae girls and reggae boys players around the world. They're the best performers, yeah, of whoever is in their league performing great, we will give them a shout out at the end of the podcast also. And I think we can add something at the end, but not sure as yet what we're going to end, but we're going to add something at the end. So remember we're on both platforms, Nicola Media House and Daniel Football Show, yeah, YouTube, and also on Nicola Media House on Twitch. But big things, in the football industry, man. The title race is getting heated in England, and also the English Championship is getting heated. Yeah, couple reggae boys down there in showdown coming up tomorrow. What do you think? I don't know. Before we jump into that big game at the Etihad, earlier today this morning, what you think, of that the championship race of getting back into the Premier League? Leicester City find themselves third in the championship for the first time. I think they have been leading. I think they said around 20 match days they have been in front, something like that. But yeah, Leicester City find themselves, in third,
Yeah.
with a game in hand behind Ipswich Town. Yeah. I don't know what if you really look into the championship this season, but it's really getting interesting to see that England have two of the best league, really going toe to toe in terms of, promotion and winning the league title. Yeah. I don't know what you think about the championship this season. It's a sticky journey for teams trying to come up back to the Premier League, especially at Leicester City. Yeah, at Ipswich Town, who is over 2 decades now. Yeah, since they last, in the Premier League. What do you think, Daniel?
Leicester City, I don't really watch too much of the championship, but every time when I do see Leicester City, I saw them playing the FA Cup, or see some highlights of them. But I know that they was leading the league for a quite time, and since January, I was seeing somebody saying that um, since they lost at Chelsea midfielder, I'm not quite sure how influence he was. I don't know if his name is Cassidy. I don't know if you familiar with his name. He's a midfielder. He's a top central attacking midfielder. He was there, and they're saying that since he came back from loan, came back to Chelsea, from there they started struggling. So but I know the championship over there is always exciting, always competitive, very hard to come back up in the Premier League. And Leicester City, they just kind of drop off a little bit. Their squad quality wise is a Premier League team, because
Yeah.
in the early part of the season they was dominating Ipswich. I know our maybe Jamaican player Chelsea Loney as well. Omar Hutchinson doing really good over there. So I can't really say too much about the championship because I don't really watch too much. I rather see clips and goals there, but I love to see Leicester City get back in there. I would love to see Ipswich. I've never, since I've been watching the Premier League, I've never seen Ipswich in the Premier League, and as a Chelsea fan, I would love to see Omar Hutchinson get in the Premier League, because I don't know if he gonna have a future at the Stamford Bridge. But otherwise than that, who else is in the run for the qualifying
You
for
have
the playoffs?
Leeds, Daniel Farke team, in second.
Yeah, I know Leeds is playing some good. Yeah, that's the
Kieran
one. That's the
McKenna, the former Jose Mourinho assistant coach. You think he was a former Jose Mourinho assistant coach or trainer, one of them, but yeah, he was on the coaching staff at Mourinho at United. And guess who is the man at the helm right now? Just for a short moment of time for Watford. Watford had fired their manager Valerian Ishmael, and Tom Cleverly is the man right now leading Watford,
Is he
in the
retired?
dugout. Huh?
He retired.
They fired Valerian Ishmael, the Watford coach. Yeah. He's just there for the moment
So
until they can.
is Cleverly is like a player coach, something like?
I guess so. I just didn't know anything much about Tom Cleverly, but Watford is down there at 14 and 49 points, mid-table, mid-table. But
Yeah.
yeah, they drew 2-2, big points drop at Vincridge Road when Leeds played there on Friday. Late game kickoff, late
Yeah.
game on Friday evening, and it's a big 2 point drop for Daniel Farke, man. So let's see what's gonna happen. But yeah, not much right now on the championship. Talk about the championship is going to be a whole different show. I'm telling you, man. 46 game. But I know for sure. Coventry is playing Cardiff tomorrow. Coventry beat Huddersfield 3-1. Case of Palmer was an assist over the weekend, but we're going to get into that. But yeah, Coventry play Cardiff tomorrow. They're 4 points behind Norwich City, who is in 6th position. So hopefully they can get back things in and get back into that playoff spot. But big things in the English Premier League. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Yeah. As I said, the first 0-0 at Etihad between these two teams, City and Arsenal, their first 0-0 draw of the season for both teams in the Premier League. And Arsenal have ended their their 8 consecutive games on the bounce. Yeah, they finally drop points in the English Premier League. But I must say, bro, this game it was a massive build up. It was a massive build up to this game. You
Yeah.
know, everyone was saying, is this the game that Arsenal need to win? Is this the game if City lose, they're out of the title race? Liverpool on the other side, could they get the big one over Brighton at Anfield? And
Yeah.
Liverpool got what they needed. But we're gonna start things off with Arsenal and Manchester City at Etihad. We know last time what these two teams, met at the Etihad, Arsenal got their two teeth them kick out. Yeah? But would you say this is a board game before we get into the analysis? You say it's a board game or a tactical game?
It's one of the boringest games I watched throughout all of the all the big. It's one of the boring. I was later watching Stuttgart playing a team in
Really?
the
You're
Bundesliga.
watching the Bundesliga, you're watching the Stuttgart game.
Yes, I was watching the Stuttgart. I was trying to see the watch these new German players that in the national team. So I was mostly looking at I and the Stuttgart game. That's how boring that city. I was very disappointed with that game. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I was watching it, man. I was watching it, but I was it was very interesting to watch. I wouldn't say it was really boring. I think both managers just cancelled each other tactically. Both managers just trying to let their team play down through the middle, and it just wasn't working. Yeah, but big news when that starting 11 drop, when that squad dropped for the match day. Kyle Walker is out. He didn't need it. Also, John Stone made the bench, which he could have come on, but he stick to his guns and bring on, young Rico Lewis for Ake when he got injured. Both players are massive to what Manchester City, been doing over the past season and a half, especially John Stones are dropping into that, that back four, are dropping, out of that back four, our back three into the midfield. And his position awareness, in that midfield is very crucial and how Manchester City played out their ball, and Kyle
Yeah,
Walker on the other side, he gives them a lot of energy, a lot of pace down that right hand side. And listen, man, it was. I think Arsenal could have go for this game, seeing that starting lineup. Yeah, Nathan Aki, Akanji and Diaz in that backline. I just think that Arsenal could have probably pushed up a little bit further in that midfield. Kovacic in that midfield for Manchester City.
yeah.
Not the best game. What went wrong today for Kevin De Bruyne, man? Nothing. What went
Nothing.
wrong?
I overall it was a very tactical battle between two of the best manager in the league, and I was more disappointed in Arsenal. I think Arsenal should have go there and be a little bit more brave. You get what I'm saying? This is not the best. This is not the best time to. This is the best time to face City. They are at the most vulnerable time. Their players is dropping like fly. So Arsenal should have go there and take the game on. I don't think they should have started Saka. Saka doesn't look fit. Like
Yeah,
he have one of his worst game of the season.
yeah.
Like he was not fit, so he should have never started Saka. They were they were pressing, but it was some half-hearted pressing. It
Yeah,
was
it's like
never.
mid-low. It's like mid-low, low block pressing,
Yeah,
and it was too easy for City to get out.
so easy, and you know I feel like Arsenal was trying not to lose the game than trying to win the game. You get me? So I don't know if what happened last season kind of affect them, but I don't know. I was very disappointed. I guess Arteta was like, okay, we will take a draw here and move on, but very negative
Yeah, I
tactical,
think it
but
was a bit negative,
very
seeing
negative.
especially knowing that Kyle Walker, even if he get the chance to start in the game, he would have still been, not fully match fit. John
Yeah,
Stones, both players, as I said, they knowing that if both players start one, they are not 100% fit, and just go after Manchester City.
yeah,
Just go after them. And I just think Arsenal could have, take just an extra step, forward and try to get that goal, and probably try to just squeeze off a little bit and
yeah,
sit behind the ball and try to play a low back and hit them on the counter. But Erling
yeah,
Haaland, nothing, one shot on goal. Many pundits around saying that Erling Haaland, if he wants to be the best, he have to be doing what a striker do, on both sides, linking up plays, as his older play today was very, very poor. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know if you've seen it, but nothing in the game. Saliba and Gabriel, massive shout out to the two center half them. Yeah, they have hold on Erling, and this is not the first time they have done it at the Emirates.
yeah,
They have done it at the Emirates, where they just put Is it earlier, Alan? Whenever both players start, he got a goal because last season when they played at the Etihad, Saliba wasn't there. So I don't think Erling Haaland have scored at Arsenal as yet. When there's a Gabriel or a Saliba partnership in the backline. So, but they're saying, if Erling Haaland want to be that top, someone like a R9, he have to be doing both sides, linking up the midfield, be a little bit more creative, in his play. And,
But that's
we're
the
not going to
thing.
question his credibility of finishing. What you
Yeah.
saying?
No, I was gonna say that I don't think Pep wanted him to do that though. I think Pep wanted him to stay up there. I don't think Pep wanted him to come deep, like, because I don't think that's his. Pep know that's not his best attribute. I feel like if he did have like when he used to have Kevin Aguero,
I mean,
yeah, he know that Aguero is very good with him back turned towards the goal.
yeah.
I'm thinking about
Even
maybe
maybe like Gabriel Jesus when he was there, he really
yeah,
good with the ball with his
yeah.
back to goal.
Pep no Alan is not that's not really his best attribute. So that's why I don't really I think whenever he tried to come deep, I think Pep is telling you, go back up there, stay up there. You get what I'm saying? So Alan is always gonna be isolated. Like sometimes you're gonna go through some game and only touch the ball like few times, but him still score. But games like this is always gonna make him look like he doesn't do anything because
Yeah,
City doesn't really create. If you probably check the statistics, City probably be the team that put the most crosses in the box. They probably
yeah,
don't really put too many crosses in the
yeah,
box. You get me? So what they're saying that he's a League Two striker. Come on, man. He's one
yeah.
of the best finishers in the world right now. Like when it comes to penalty box striker, Alan is up there. But if you're
Yeah.
talking about an all-round striker, I have to give it to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get into this right now. Yeah. The debate of Jeremy Doku, he was on the bench at Anfield and he's on the bench again. He started, I think, in the previous games when they played top five teams, but the last two games, City have played against top five, he was on the bench. Seeing, that first half, but before that first half, as a coach, like Pep Guardiola, you already knew that whatever game you're going to go into, it doesn't matter what team you're playing, yeah? Team's going to come up you most of the times with a low block.
Mm.
Team's going to pack the midfield, not give you much space because they know that as a coach, that's your strength. I've let your team, whatever team you're coaching, you're going to make those midfield moves, those triangles with your best creative players. And Arsenal, they pack the midfield. You could see when Arsenal is defending, they're defending, with a 4-4-2, two banks of four, and Kai
Yeah.
Havertz and Odegaard, playing as those two players up front, running the channels in between Rodri and the back three for Manchester City. I'm just thinking, playing a Foden, Bernardo Silva, you know, those players not going to give you the width. Those players naturally going to come inside, especially a Kovacic, yeah? He will
Yeah.
naturally stay in the middle of the park, try to dominate, try to pick the ball up in small space and, make a dribble and go forward and play, be a little more progressive in his play. But Jeremy Doku or, Jack Grealish, those two players can give you the width. And I think when you're going up against a team that they're going to pack the midfield, they're going to close down everything that you're gonna bring to the midfield. You just need wing players to just open up the game a little bit. Yeah, just open up the
Yeah.
game a little bit, and just bring out the Arsenal midfielders a little bit more, and try to then zone them out, and then bring back the
Yeah.
ball to creative players like De Bruyne and Rodri, and probably you could influence the game a little bit more there. So I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw that in the game that the midfield for Manchester City, it was crying out for width. It was
Yeah.
crying out
Yeah.
for width,
Yeah. It was
Rodri
very
and
narrow.
huh?
It was very narrow.
It was very narrow, and especially playing with that back three, they have so many defenders on the pitch, so
Yeah.
many defenders on the pitch. So
Yeah.
I
I
just think
think.
that starting probably like Jeremy Doku, he played 45 minutes against Northern Ireland in the second half. He scored against England. He played almost the whole entire game. So it's nothing with his fitness. I don't know what is it. Why you just cannot trust him 100% going into the big games, especially against teams that you're coming up against the title challengers at Liverpool and Arsenal, and you probably could see a little bit difference, even though Doku and Jack Grealish, they didn't make that massive impact like what Doku did at Anfield. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could see that there's a little difference in their gameplay. The game can a little bit open up in the midfield because now you have two wing players who love to get on the ball, who going to create chances 1v1 against their opposition defender. So I think Pep Guardiola need to kind of look into that sometime. At least play one winger where that winger can give you that width on the left and right hand side. What you think?
I think he was more worried about Arsenal getting away on the break. So that's why I feel like he played with Foden and Bernard Silva on the wings. I feel like he was those players that were more chat back than Grealish and Doku. So I feel like he was more worried about Arsenal getting away on the break. So that's why he played those two players that was always gonna come deep and flood the midfield. And even if they do lose the ball, they're gonna always be in those type of position. Then when they have like Grealish and Doku, they're always gonna stay wide. And then
Yeah,
if they lose, whenever City lose the ball, you're only just gonna have Kovacic and
Rodri.
Rodri just
Yeah,
gonna only be defending. Because if
yeah,
you just look at previous game when City play with wingers, whenever they lose the ball, the opposite team is actually through one goal or on the defense. So I feel like he Pep was like, you know what, I'm gonna flood the midfield. So in case we lose the ball, we have a lot of players to recover the ball. So that's why he changed it in the like 20 minutes. Then like, okay, all right, then we need to switch this up. We need to win the game now. Let's
yeah.
bring on Grealish and Doku. So that's why I feel like he went with that formation and those players in the first half.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just, like, whoa.
Yeah,
Jeremy Doku again, one of the best, 1v1 player right now in the Premier League, whenever defenders just hate to see Jeremy Doku.
yeah,
Yeah, but I want to talk on Arsenal though. In that midfield, Martin Odegaard, you could see that, this is, to be honest, this is the first game I'm watching Martin Odegaard against a top team, especially rival who is challenging for the title. He played really good. Every time he get the ball, he was looking for Kai Havertz. And I think moments in the game where he could have probably played the ball a little bit more better. But I think this is one of Martin Odegaard better performance in terms of trying to get on the ball, trying to let things happen. Dropping deep. Working. Helping out Declan Rice. Whenever City's attacking them in the transition, and he was trying to be a little bit more progressive in his forward play. A lot of times Odegaard can go sideways, backwards, and this game he have a lot of forward pass to Kyvers, a lot of true passes where it denied, but he attempt through passes, But I think these are the games that Martin Odegaard have to step up in here. And as an Arsenal captain, as a man who want to bring Arsenal to another league title in so much years now, yeah, he's the captain. He have to get on the ball. He have to make things happen. The man in the midfield,
yeah,
Declan not going to do everything. You can't depend on the wing players, Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, as you could see those two players, if they don't create for Arsenal in games, it's hard for Arsenal to score. Yeah, it's not going. You're not going to just get crosses from Ben White and assists for him week and week out. You have done it in a few matches back at the Emirates, but midfielders have to create. And again, I want to say this about Declan Rice. One of the big difference with Declan and Rodri, two best see them at their works. Position awareness is real good. The thinking, the how they high Q and how they think the game. But what I have to say with the big difference is a lot of times Declan Rice got the ball around 30 yards out, 35 yards out, and his body position, the ball is on his left side. He's a right-footed player. You want the ball to be positioned at your first touch on your right foot. Is it that
yeah,
you can take a shot, and is it that you can, ping something over the top or slit a true pass, something. And so many times in the game, Declan Rice have gotten the ball and positioned himself on his left side where that's his weaker side. Meanwhile, Rodri have took around 3 to 4 shots that blocked by the Arsenal defenders, but it's an
Yeah.
attempt of trying to score from the number 6 position.
Yeah.
And too many times, Declan Rice got the ball on top of the box, and there's no shot. He just passing the ball sideways. Really good midfielder, he's really good at what Arsenal is doing this season. But I think if he can sharpen those little tools, yeah, as a midfielder and put in a lot more goals from outside the box in around that little section, just like what Cesc Fabregas used to do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Patrick
It
Vieira,
just
yeah, players like that, used to get goals from deep line midfielding. So I think he can work on that, on his game. But what's your assessment though on Mikel Arteta, his game management? He brought on Tomiyasu as soon as Doku and Grealish came on, just to take off the Polish cure in the left back, try to match up speed to speed with Jeremy Doku. But what's your overall game assessment on Mikel Arteta, how you manage a game?
um if you say going away to City and getting a point is a very good result because
Yeah.
by on history they have been very very poor. So go there, get a job, don't lose. Don't let City flood up in it. So them getting away is very good, but overall, I think I kind of disappoint in the tactical what he did, but if you understand, he went there with a plan and he executed. He didn't want to lose that match, and he will say he will live to fight another day. You know, the rest of the fixtures, you could say City. They are the play City and Liverpool 2 times already. Those are the two best team in the league. So
In
you
the
know,
yeah.
I guess he say other. I think they have Tottenham left and they have United as well. So I
Yeah.
think he
Arsenal,
may,
right?
yeah, Arsenal,
Yeah.
yeah. So overall, not losing is a very good point. Like anybody go to City don't even score. Like I think they have not. That's the first time they haven't scored in 54 games. I think. I
Yeah.
think that's what the commentator said. So
Yeah. You're right.
going going there, not losing, not conceding is a
Very good.
very good point. So me, I would rather they go there and be a little bit brave, but you know they take a point and they live to fight another day.
If you ask any Gunners fan out there that before the season start, will you take 4 points from Manchester City, winning at home and draw Etihad clean sheet? They will say 100%
Yeah,
yes, they will take it. So I think,
yeah,
between the two teams, Arsenal is happier team, walking away from this zero
yeah,
zero results at Etihad more happy. Mikel Arteta mentioned, even though Liverpool is in front right now, but they should walk away from the Etihad happy. Not many teams manage to go to the Etihad and get a point. Yeah, Chelsea have done it at 1-1. Crystal Palace have done it, what, I think 2-2. So not many teams. Chelsea, I think one of the only team, who is really struggling out of the top 7 clubs, in the league standing right now to get a point away, home and away from Manchester City. So I don't know what is wrong with this team, but right now I have a stats, Man City team, their fixtures against the top 5 teams in the league this season. 1-0 last at the Emirates, 0-0 draw, again. 1-1, 2-1-1 draw against Liverpool, Anfield, and at Etihad, and they drew 3-3 against Spurs, and they lost at Villa Park by a Leon Bailey goal. So, what's wrong with Manchester City in the top game? Is it that Pep is kind of overthinking the game, or their team is just not naturally good or performing at their best in the big games? Which one you think?
I think after coming off a treble win, long season last season, and then to come back again and do it again is very
Yeah,
difficult. It's very difficult. So I think um, complacency, they lost some very key players to their team, Mahrez and Gundogan.
Gundogan.
So
Yeah,
you have to could bring context to it as well. And this season they have picking up a lot of injuries. You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of in the Kevin De Bruyne was out one point, Haaland was out one point. They, John Stones, one of their best player, is in, is keep on coming in. So
Nathan Aki injured in
yeah,
during that time.
Etihad
Remember,
injury,
even one time Phil Foden was struggling with his farm
yeah.
before the start of the year. So yeah,
Yeah, so there's a lot of context to it. Like everything that, and then they have two other. It's not just Arsenal is chasing them down this season. It's
yeah,
two teams. So that could be playing their mind. I just think it's hard to come back and do the same after winning all the top tournaments last season.
yes,
I just think that. I just think it's just one of those seasons after a very successful season. I don't
yeah.
think there's anything into it. That's my personal.
Probably one of the things too, whenever City is playing, they playing catch up.
Yeah.
They playing catch up. It's either it's a Arsenal or Liverpool, one of those teams. Yeah, put pressure on them when they played first. So I think it's a massive task for Pep Guardiola, to be motivating these players
Yeah.
season after season after season.
Mm-hmm.
As what you said, that's why you have to give Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger a lot of credit. Yeah, a lot of credit. But managing one team for almost 2 decades. Arsene Wenger is what I think 2 decades. I think
Yeah.
I think a 2 decade he's managing the Arsenal team. Sir Alex Ferguson
Mm-hmm.
over 2 decades. So you have to give those managers a lot of respect. A lot of respect, man. Sorry about that. But yeah, we want to move on, to the Liverpool game at Anfield. Early goal. When I text you, I literally woke up at the first 5 to 10 minutes in the game. But what I have saw, in that probably 10 to the end of the game. Liverpool. Oh
Yeah.
my God, this team is not, it's not losing a screw. After having a little injuries, Mo Salah, having hamstring injured,
Yeah.
Nunes in and out of the team, Diaz, with Anfield issues. It doesn't matter who it is, McAllister, whoever. It's the same rhythm for Liverpool, and it's like they just want to do it. They just want to do it for the German. And I see this team well motivated, to win the league title, which I hope they don't as a United fan. But 2-1 today at Anfield against a very stubborn Brighton team. Again, not the best Brighton team, have a lot of injuries, but still playing high quality football. But what do you really think of that high energy, high intense game at Anfield early kickoff today?
These players is giving 110 for club. They are so motivated. There's no other reason not to be. There's no reason not to be motivated for the coach that brings so much joy to this club. Bring back the first Premier League, first league title over 30 years. So there's so much to do for him. They want to go out on an eye. They want to win the Premier League for him. So they're gonna go there and pretty much give 100% every game. You get what I'm saying? So Brighton start good, brilliant finish from Danny
Danny?
Welbeck. But Brighton, I did predict Brighton was gonna have a very very inconsistent season because of Europe and their
Yeah,
squad and so I did already predict
like
that
a youngster.
a lot of youngsters. So Deservely, he's doing a very good job compared to the squad and the financial backing that he's getting. So Liverpool, I think Liverpool might pull it off. I think
Yeah,
Liverpool is gonna win it. Looking at the
that
fixture,
feeling. I have that strong feeling, especially when you look at their home record this season. They
and the
have
fixtures.
they have 4 home games left back and 5 away games. Two of those away games are at Goodison Park, which is a Merseyside derby, a place where they went last season and drew 0-0, and also at Old Trafford. So, not going to worry much about those games, really playing good. But I must say, their home record this season, what, 15 games, 3 draw, no loss, yeah?
Yeah.
And Liverpool, they said, this season, yeah, I've gotten the most points from a losing position. So, what, 26 points? So, big up to them. But they're doing everything right now, But that defensive partnership, Kwanzaa and Virgil van Dijk, a youngster and one probably arguably most people said one of the best defender in the Premier League era, Virgil van Dijk. What you think about that partnership? Because that partnership seems like there is something special between them. Konate is a very good player, but again, who can partnership Virgil van Dijk, week after week, consistently? Matip is a man like glass as in dropping broke. Understand? But the youngster though, Kwanzaa,
Yeah.
he's looking himself. Again, you have to give Jurgen Klopp again a lot of credit. Playing, young Bradley on the right hand side, Kwanzaa on the right hand side of the two him and Virgil. So
Yeah.
two youngsters playing outside and seeing how Bradley play wing play is they did well in that game. But Kwanzaa, what do you think about his performance this season, especially in that game?
I think Liverpool might have to start looking forward to. I like Konate. Konate is very solid centre back, very solid.
Yeah.
Van Dijk gonna be 33 this year. You see what I'm saying? So I think.
But hold on, hold your point. But what 33? That's it.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, he's going to be 33, but that should be his prime.
Yeah, that is his prime. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say get rid of Van Dijk or anything. But what I was saying is, if I was one of those players, Kwanzaa or Konate,
yeah.
I would be patient with my game time. That's what I would be doing. Come in, do the job. Whichever coach come in that Liverpool gonna bring in, I would have slowly make Van Dijk, with his experience and his knowledge of the game to help both of them become top players and stuff like that. But I would slowly try to build that partnership between Kwanzaa and Konate because Van Dijk.
You said more that's like for the future.
Yes. So there's no about who's gonna partner Van Dijk and Kwanzaa. It's Kwanzaa and Konate for me. If I was at the quarters coming in, that would be my way of looking at it going forward. In the meantime, somebody come in and partner with Van Dijk. Which one of them? And then whenever Van Dijk, it's time for Van Dijk to go to the side. Those are the two players that will work for me going forward.
Yeah, maybe that coach, looking at next season, game when you look at probably games like, say a team like Luton or Sheffield, one of those teams next season, Liverpool probably one of those teams they can rest Van Dijk and use Kwanzaa and Konate, probably that's what you're thinking. And then, probably like the big games, you just give him enough rest, keep him fresh because next season Liverpool will play in the Champions League, so you want to give him enough rest. Let him play most of the big games and then test the Kwanzaa and Konate partnership a little bit more against probably relegation struggle teams next season. But moving on, but Liverpool, finish the year on top of the league. But most people, as you said, as Liverpool as one of the favorite as how this team is playing. They don't seems like they were injuries or on-field issues. Yeah, but next up. This is where the problems start now. European position right now. It's a neck and neck between, the white team from North London, Tottenham Hotspurs, and Leon Chippy team, Aston Villa. Unai Emery versus Big Ange. Yeah. Aston Villa is in that top 4. I just can't remember when was the last time I don't see Aston Villa in that top 4 position, but Tell me, what you think, man, about those two teams. Spurs have came back again from behind to beat struggling Luton Town. Aston Villa win what we call a Midland Derby, West Midland Derby at Villa Park. But What do you think about the European spot this season between Aston Villa and Spurs?
Should be a very, very, very exciting run to the end of the season. I think for me, I think Tottenham is a favorite just by the squad depth. And Tottenham is very, they don't give up. You know, I think what gonna be the downfall of Aston Villa. They're gonna play City next,
Yeah.
and you know, so they still have Arsenal, they still have Chelsea, they still have Brighton, they still have Liverpool. They have some very difficult games, you know.
Villa.
Villa, Aston
The
Villa.
next game
So
is City.
yeah, so um, if you look, I'm just look on paper, you have to be Tottenham. It has to be Tottenham. I know
Yeah.
Aston Villa is playing very good. Liam Daly or Jamaican player, and it's just gonna be very
Liam, it seems
difficult.
like he's getting back some form. That
Yeah,
goal and assist.
yeah.
Seems
So
like he's getting form, but yeah.
I think Tottenham have this edge where even if them down 2-0 in the 85 minutes, you just know say them gonna come back. I don't know
Yeah.
where they get this mentality this
Yeah,
season.
man, this consistency of coming back. I think it's from it's passing down from the manager. You
Yeah.
see that the way how you play, is philosophy, and how you want to manage, this team. But as what Daniel was saying, you don't know where Tottenham get this never say die attitude all of a sudden. Yeah, they play. They have 5 games this season where they play at home. Remember that game against Sheffield where they came back and scored 2 goals in 2 minutes to beat Sheffield 2-1 at Tottenham Stadium. Also, remember, Brentford took the lead there at Tottenham Stadium and they won that game 3-2. Also, Brighton took the lead there again. They came back and scored, a 96-minute winner. Yeah. Also, again, Crystal Palace, yeah, have scored first a wonderful free kick from Eze. And then, they came back and scored 3 goals in 10 games. And again, at Luton Town, I took the lead at Spurs Stadium. And they came back and win 2-1. So they have this do or die attitude.
Yeah.
And when you see teams, having that attitude of staying the games, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what happened, 1-0 down, 2-0 down, they're going to get back. And that's, you could see in a Sir Alex Ferguson team, you know, somewhat, in the early 2000s of Arsene Wenger Arsenal team, you know, when you have teams like that playing like that in the English Premier League, there is something special. And I hope, Daniel Levy can keep this man at Tottenham because he will create damage from now on until his end of his time at Tottenham. I think he will be the man to get Tottenham a trophy. I think so.
Yeah, it is. Would he be a good shot for the Liverpool job?
Yes, of course.
Because I think the way he likes to play football, it almost exactly like how Klopp like to play this chaos attacking, high press
No
football,
handbrake.
no handbrake, high line. So would he be would he be a shot for the Liverpool job, like or Xabi
Of course.
Alonso?
Really good
Or
manager. Coming from, come from Celtic. Yeah.
yeah,
Nobody expect this. A man that is coming from, our Australian, who is coming from, I think, an Australian with a little bit of Greek descent. It's coming from Celtic, the Scottish League, to be performing this well,
mm-hmm.
especially when you take out one of the man that, almost probably would be the leading goal scorer in the Premier League era if he stayed in the next 2 to 3 seasons, Harry Kane. And when you have a striker like Harry Kane, removed from your squad, for the upcoming season, you just have to replace him. But he didn't do that. He chose his players and that he had. He went out there and buy Brennan Johnson, for what I think 50 million quid. But Richarlison, Madison, Johnson, Youngman's son, everybody with a son have a double-digit goal involvement. They decided over the build-up for the weekend, this Premier League preview over the international break. So
That name.
Son,
Mm.
Son, Richarlison, Madison, and Johnson. All those players have double-digit goal involvement.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the Suns,
they score a lot of goals.
the Suns at Tottenham is playing really good, man.
Yeah. So
but it will be look. I would love to see both teams qualify, for the Champions League if the English club then can outperform the Italian and the German clubs, and get that free fifth spot. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's the little roundup between the two teams, Villa and Tottenham Hotspur for the Champions League spot. United. Why? I was at work watching this game, on my phone, and bro, I'm cussing some bloody hell, man. I'm cussing some bloody hell. I don't know what the hell United is doing. A team that performed that well against a Liverpool team at Old Trafford. To be performing here. I mean, Liverpool made some changes, but to be performing from here to down here, and this is not the first time United performance have gone flat after a big, impressive, victory over one of the top teams in England. Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing at left wing back. Where the hell Tenag got that from? Yo, look, it work against Liverpool. Why? Mo Salah playing that right hand side, cutting on his left foot. He will naturally come inside, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, stronger side, his right side. So I could see where that worked. But when you're coming up against a team like Brentford, who's going to play most of the game a low block, what Aaron Wan-Bissaka going to do? He's not been known for creating plays in the attacking third or come inside the midfield. Yeah. If you can ask him to probably do it for like a few minutes and in that right back position to let him play right wing back, but my God, they had put the man to play at left wing, left inverted wing back. I never seen anything like that before.
I think Dalot should have played on the left side and Wan-Bissaka play.
Dalot is the natural man to play on the left hand side. He's stronger and with both feet.
Yeah, he's a little bit technical more than
he have a little more technical ability about him. And look at how he played that left that right inverted wing back against Liverpool, coming inside, dropping in the number 6 role. Yeah, so why he couldn't do it at left wing back? But Tenag, I think, his days are numbered at United, man. But United performance was flat, Rasmus Holland again, you can't really too blame the youngster, the team is not really doing much.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford again, a lot of question over his head right now with his commitment. I'm not criticizing him about his commitment to the team, but his commitment to getting the 3 points for his team. Look at what Newcastle did to the Hammers. 3-1 down. 3-1 down to the Hammers at St. James's Park. What Eddie Howe did, brought on a few fresh pieces off the bench, and those players just come on and just give it their all. Why we can't, the reason why Marcus Rashford is getting so much stick, he is a local player. He is a local boy. Most people, what he did, 30 goals last season, in our competition for Manchester United, everyone is like, yeah, he's going into the top now. And boom. What is really going on with Marcus Rashford? If probably the youngster, the Argentinian guy, Nacho, probably if you don't create something, they're not going to be any sparks for United. I'm sorry. Mainu again, excellent performance, but he just cannot depending on an 18-year-old to be coming up week after week, in the midfield. At some time he's going to need a little bit of rest to just recuperate his body. Yeah, but after United got that goal, a wonderful goal again, by Mason Mount. Arguably, one of the most important goals of his career. Yeah, to try to, bring back his United farm, his United career back on track. And oh my God, just keep the thing tight at the back. United, Bro.
They get too excited. They never finish celebrate.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? When the man them equalize, I cuss out a big bad order, a big BBC, brother. Everybody in the workplace stop and look for me. I wonder what if me I go crazy out, brother.
United,
bro. It's I don't know. I don't see United finish not even in the top 4 this season. 12 points behind Aston Villa with a game in hand. This game should have been 9 with a game in hand. And going into our next game, who we play, I don't remember who we played, but I don't even look at anything on United after that draw. But win that game, it will be, I think, 10 points. It will be 10 points with a game in hand. City will host Villa, in midweek or Wednesday, they will play Villa. More likely, Villa will drop points, probably full 3 points they will drop. And you can close the gap to 7. You can close the gap to 7. And then with a game in hand, you bring it down to 4. And then the top 4 race is on again. But I just cannot see Aston Villa and Tottenham drop so much points.
No.
Just to see how Spurs is playing right now. Yeah, they're playing excellent football. I just see Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur having their top 4 battle. But oh my God, talking about United, Burnley. What went wrong at Stamford Bridge, brother? What went wrong at Stamford Bridge?
The mighty are falling. Both United. It's crazy because when you was growing up in Jamaica, me and you support United and you support Chelsea. It's crazy all these years when we are youth. If you tell both, I will say, yo, Chelsea and United, when they get big, when they turn big man, have kids or whatsoever, Chelsea and United will be struggling and they will not even in the top 4. That tells us what? No, you're tripping. It creates all the board beat down. Chelsea and United play Thursday. I'm in the hear no hype around that match day.
So Chelsea and United are playing Thursday?
Yeah.
Bro, you see, I don't even know because since that 1-1 draw, me look on everything about United mistake.
But that's for sure. You said these 2 teams have become banter. You get what I'm saying?
Is it the second game at Old Trafford we playing you guys in our midweek?
Yeah. That's for sure. Said there's no respect to these features anymore.
One time this feature couldn't play a midweek.
No, Sunday morning, early Saturday morning. There's no respect. There's no hype.
This fixtures mean nothing anymore.
No mean nothing. That's what I'm saying. So Chelsea, I mean, what else there to say? There's pretty much nothing else there to say. This team, I'm already after get Pochettino on train. Like him already, I just can't wait for the end of the season so they can review him and just let him go because he have no idea. He's just talking weird nonsense. So a part of the players, some of the players just have to go. This board, I just hope they're learning of what they're watching and just need to start a whole rebuild and they need to let this philosophy, they only want young players. You have to bring in experience and mix it up. You get what I'm saying? The talent is there, but we need the experienced players to come in and bring these young players over the line. You get what I'm saying? Because these players have no experience. This is one of the hardest leagues in the world. You get what I'm saying? This team need experience. The talent is there. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, one of the best signings of the season. Jackson can potentially become a good player. You know what I'm saying? So look at all the top 5 teams in the league. they have the top 4 team them not United top
Liverpool.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City, they all have experience, to bring them over the line. They still have the youngsters who do the thing, but I just hope the board learn in the summer, get rid of some of these players and bring in some quality players.
Yeah, and when I really look at it, between the two teams, yeah, Ten Hag, his first job in England, not a very experienced manager, I mean, what he have done at Ajax a wonderful job when he make that deep run in the Europa League, but it was I think it was in the Champions League, but when you really look at it, you have new coach at Aston Villa, Unai Emery, his second stint in England. Big Ange, his second team in the UK. He's coming from Celtic, but you see an identity of what Big Ange and Unai Emery is doing. Not a lot of players that they bought, but they work with what they have. You understand? They work with
Yeah.
what they have, and for a team, see, Will Munda just said it. Chelsea, already spent a billion pound.
Yeah.
You should have seen something from Chelsea under Pochettino. You should have seen something, and for United, even
Pochettino.
from United, at least show something.
All right, Pochettino tactics. We have moved on from the Pochettino era of tactical. He when he got fired from PSG, he have not take the time out and learn what's the modern game is. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see his in-game management have been one of the worst I ever see a coach do. Every Chelsea have a pattern this season. Every time we look good in the first half, we leading. I don't know what the man tell the players them in the dressing room. Them come back out and they look worse. It's like a pattern every game. Every game this season. I don't know what the man tell the players them. Them come back out second half and look worse. I don't get it. That is on the manager. If it happen one game, cool. Every game, him telling the players them to sit back.
You have drop points against some crucial team and some teams. You drop points against Nottingham Forest, right?
Yes. That's the show that tell me that it's on the manager, because when we play the smaller team them, we drop a lot of points. But why when we play the better team them, we turn up.
Look at what he did at Tottenham at Spurs Stadium. Turn them over.
It's the manager. It is the manager. He has to go.
I think Pochettino and Ten Hag days are numbered at Old Trafford and at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, it's right what Daniel said. No United are Chelsea fan.
Thursday is the battle of the what? Soccer go. El Soccer go. Whoever lose that game gets sacked.
Thursday, Derby name sack the coach. Thursday game at Stamford Bridge, they sack the coach.
Yo, we can bet it. Anybody say, whichever team are gonna lose that game, you can eat the fans in the stadium. You're gonna get sacked in the morning.
Thursday game sack the coach, bro. I mean, come on. Everybody's getting points. From Burnley. Burnley got a red card. Nobody expected that. But get that 3 points over the line. Get the players them recuperate. Get the recovery back, knowing that in the next 4 days, 5 days, it will be Man United coming into town. So I don't think right now Chelsea is in the best state of mind, knowing that they drop points against Burnley. But hope the Red Army United, will motivate them and give the fans them some time, some good times on the pitch.
I'm no confident in that game against you. You know why? For some reason, I'm more confident playing City than playing United. I don't know what is this mental block when Chelsea plays United. I can't remember last when we beat United. I cannot remember when last Chelsea beat United.
Yeah.
I don't know what is this. Even United, Chelsea going into game. I remember this time when Tuchel was here. Everybody said Chelsea got slapped United. United was on the floor.
Yeah.
Our
This
boys
fixture
going.
will never play midweek. Never, never, never. It
I
has
don't
to
know
be a
why.
it has to be a Champions League or a Carabao Cup for this fixture to play midweek. This fixtures against United, coming up at Drogba versus Wayne Rooney. No, never. This fixture will ever play, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So that's where both clubs are right now. But we're going to move on. Relegation zone two. Relegation. What the hell is really Sheffield United? What Sheffield have done at Bramley 3-1 up, and they scored. You know that I think Matt Burney, he have scored and the game went 4-1, but they took that goal away. I think it was offside. But Bobby Reed, oh my God, what a stunner off the top of the 18. Yeah? He'd been known for scoring goals like that. But he started the comeback. He started the comeback for Fulham. But 3-1 up. Sheffield is on 15, before they were on 14, win that game, they would have get 3 massive points and go right on 17, 1 point behind Burnley losing 19. And, we'll probably be, 5 points, behind Luton Town and Nottingham Forest. They could have probably said, okay, let's, get the relegation zone wild again. So you could probably see, the English Premier League, the title race is getting wild at the bottom. It's getting wild, but that Sheffield win. If Sheffield, would have get that win, oh my God, it would have been a massive 3 points down there at the bottom. But I don't know what Sheffield have done. They played really good in the first 60 minutes and just to let. But you saw that goal from the Brazilian. Moonies.
No,
That's a
I've not.
that's
I've
that's
not.
a bicycle
He
the
on
bicycle
farm.
kick. The
He's
bicycle
on
kick that
farm.
huh?
I told you he's a Brazilian, right?
Yeah, he told me. He
He's
got
on farm.
the equalizer for what 8 goals. I think 8 goals now in I think around 10 games. For Fulham, he's playing really, really good. But Fulham did everything at Bramley to get that point. Yeah, they have done everything. But Fulham, it seems like they found a replacement finally for Mitrovic. Yeah, who's scoring loads of goals down there in the Saudi Arabia League. But I don't know. What you think, I think? You think a club probably will come in for him next summer? This summer?
Honestly, I have never watched him like officially like saw how him play in all around the game. I've never
Yeah.
really seen how him play throughout the match, so I can't really say too much. I just know say he's scoring goals. I mean, end of the day, that's all matters, right? Like scoring goals.
Yeah.
But I've not really sit down and watching the game overall, so I can't really speak too much on him. But I guess once you just keep scoring goals, he's a Brazilian. So it come with the expectations.
Come with the price tag, yeah.
So Sheffield United, they're still alive.
Sheffield?
Yeah, like they still can make the job.
No, I think they probably still. Let me look at their fixtures.
I think they play Chelsea Sunday.
Oh shit, they play Liverpool at Anfield next, then Chelsea.
Yeah,
No. They out.
Yeah.
They don't stand a chance. they don't stand a chance. They play Liverpool next Thursday, Chelsea on the Sunday. Travel at GTEC to play Brentford. Then they will play Burnley. They run a fixtures too hard. Look, their last 3 games they will play Forest, Everton, and Tottenham. And they still have Newcastle and United still to play and Liverpool and Chelsea. Too much for them, too much. Too much. But when you look at the other side though, for Luton Town, they scored at Tottenham home ground. But again, a team that, they scored more goals than United this season. They have scored more goals than United.
And that's the thing,
they scored 43 goals.
Yeah.
They scored 43 goals this season.
So how much goals United score?
Huh?
If they score 42.
Chelsea scored 49 goals.
I know that higher than we. That means the winner that gives 1-0.
We're not scoring a goal, brother. United not scoring a goal. But but Luton Town though playing really good, scoring goals, but defensive. They have a lot of players out,
Yeah.
They have a lot of players out. Yeah, them have a lot of players out. Them have the player that from Arsenal, the Lonnie Lokonga, you have a Maribel, the Reggae boy, the right wing back, Obigini, how you want him. He's injured, the striker, Adebayo, Osho, Brown, they have Nakamba is out and Lockyer.
That's
And
a
I
lot
just
of
have few more
players.
players. Yeah, that's a lot of players. But Ross Barkley again. Yeah, he was the man at the forefront, with that set piece to get, to help the Luton Town their goal in that game. But Ross Barkley, it's a new surgeon, When you see Ross Barkley, at probably like a West Ham, a Villa, you think he can do well in that Unai Emery team, in that midfield at 4-4-2?
I think he'll do good in that West Ham team.
I think they need strength right there because, look at Magin is out. They have Kamara's out there, not enough depth, quality, but Barkley look as if he's like the old Ross Barkley that, came through at Everton in his early days.
Yeah, I think Barkley always have quality. He's always a good player. I don't know why he never get to that next level, especially when he came to Chelsea. He did a decent job in France when he went to France and then come back to the England. So I don't know. If Luton stay up, I could see him staying there another year. But maybe if they
I would love Luton Town to stay. I would love I love watching Luton Town team.
Yeah.
They as a relegation team.
Mm-hmm.
Aston Villa. He played for Aston Villa already, Barkley?
I think so.
Oh yeah. Yes. Will Munda, bless up for that info. Yes.
Yeah, I think it did. When John Terry did it. Yeah, man,
yes. You're right. You're right. You're right. You have played there. Yeah, you're right. It's true. You're right. That's true. I don't even remember about that. I don't even remember about that.
That playing there already, that doesn't mean he can't get.
No, I understand, respect though Will Munda for that info, but yeah, you're right. Was our Dean Smith, right? Dean Smith and
John Terry, Dean Smith and
yeah, you're right. I don't like Dean Smith because him and Leon seems like they need to have something going, Dean Smith is a coach that not really organized enough. The team just wasn't playing as all they should be playing up to standard. Scored against the 7-2. Yes, you're right. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I respect Will for that info. But not wrong with him. But again, I think Ross Barkley can probably play for like a Fulham, one of those.
West Ham, even West Ham are very.
Even West Ham, give them a little bit more depth because when you see like a player like Paqueta, look at that ball he gave Mikel Antonio at St. James Park. Ross Barkley is a player that can, string passes like that too. So I think, the teams that in even Brighton, you could probably replace him with Adam Lallana. Adam Lallana been at Brighton for like 2020 he's at Brighton. So he's been there for 4 years now. So yeah, he can be a good addition to any teams that top teams in the Premier League, like a Brighton, a Fulham, even a Crystal Palace. Just look at teams in around. But if Luton go down, I see suitors will come in for Ross Barkley. Yeah. But who you think will go down outside of Sheffield and Burnley?
I like Luton. I think Luton score. If Luton can be able to get back a couple of their players that is injured, especially Okonga, that midfield kid, and their striker, I think if they can get back those two players, I think they can make a good run to the end of the season.
Adebayo, if they can get back Adebayo.
Yeah. I think Morris
though, he's scoring. He started the season a bit like, like a championship striker, but he have proven himself. He's an ex-player. If Luton Town go down, they will have suitors for him in England. But yeah, but you said Forest though.
Yeah, I think
Forest
Forest.
deducted.
Yeah, I think Forest doesn't score a lot of goals. Yeah, I think Nottingham Forest, Everton have been very, very dreadful as well. They lose again against
they lose at Vitality Stadium.
Damn, Everton haven't won a game in what? Damn.
Look at Luton Town runnings. Luton Town runnings, they will play Arsenal next, but after Arsenal, Luton Town will play home, to Bournemouth. Then they will go away to City, but home to Brentford, away at the Molineux to Wolves, home, to Everton, away, at West Ham, and they finish off the season at home against Fulham. So they have a lot of home games.
Yeah.
They have home games against Bournemouth, Brentford. Brentford is struggling right now. Everton and Fulham. That's 4 games that they easily can win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Forest and Forest might make the job. I think Forest.
When you look at a Forest, they have Fulham next. They go away to Spurs, home to Wolves, away at Goodison Park, home against City. They will play away to Sheffield at Bramall Lane, play Chelsea at City Ground, and then they that last game though against Burnley for Nottingham Forest, the last game of the season, that will be massive.
Yeah.
that would be massive. So I would love to see the title race go down to the end, the last game, and I would love to see the relegation zone battle go down to the last game. To bring that little buzz and excitement. But coming to an end of the first segment, people, as we just covered the English Premier League, and also next segment, we will talk about what's going on over there in the Spanish La Liga and the Bundesliga and the Italian Serie A. Is Inter Milan running away with the Scudetto this season? Yeah, but any word on the English Premier League?
No, looking forward to the midweek fixtures, especially Chelsea United.
I'm looking forward for that City and Aston Villa game.
Yeah, that's a very good game as well. City
looking forward for that game.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward for that game, but yes, people, as I said, coming to the end of the first segment, as we just going to take a minute break and be right back. Yes, people, that's our little intro right there for the next podcast. Yeah, I love that little video. I love that little clip. Yeah, everything. We're not, even though we're talking about the Bundesliga, we're talking about the Italian league, the Spanish La Liga, and all of that. We use our own Reggae Boyz players and Reggae Girl herself, Khadija Bonisha, who is the best striker right now in the world. No doubt about it. Yeah, 20 goals. 20 goals last season. 20 goals last season in the league for Manchester City. Yeah, 2 goals. She finished behind Raquel Daly in first. Yeah, 2 goals behind Raquel Daly, the Aston Villa striker, the English striker. 2 goals she finished behind her in second position, and she's on 19 goals now. Khadija Bonisha, the best player right now, the best striker right now in women football. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But look, people, this is what happening. Yeah. So just a while ago, the first segment, we talk about the Premier League. Now we're going to talk about the other rest of European top leagues, the Serie A, the Bundesliga, Italy La Liga, and the Farmers League. Sometimes we will touch on the Farmers League. We're going to touch on it later because there's a big game, the League Classique, Olympique Marseille. I don't even want to say that, man. Olympique Marseille lost at home at the Stadium Valderrama against the bitter rivals Paris Saint-Germain, who finished the game with 10 men play the game. 10 men in a 46 minutes. I don't know what happened in that game, but but look, we're going to get into it. But Daniel, we're going to start over there first. The Italy, that Italy League, the Bundesliga, as the big game, probably the second big game in Europe, behind the Man City and Arsenal game. They call it the classic here over there in Germany.
Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund have ended their 1 decade misery at the Bayern Arena. What went wrong for Thomas Tuchel? They just look flat. They don't look like a team of a lot of stamina. Harry Kane scored. They chopped it off back. But Dortmund, they won there in DFB Pokal around 5 years back, but the last victory in the Bundesliga, it was back in 2014. That's a decade now. They have done it. Yeah, they have done it. What's his name? Terzic, the Borussia Dortmund coach.
Yeah.
He have done what Jurgen Klopp did in 2014. The last set of players that got that goals 3-0 defeat for Bayern Munich at Bayern Munich home stadium. Yeah, Mkhitaryan and Marco Reus. And I think Socrates, the Greek center of those players got those goals the last time Dortmund beat Bayern Munich at Bayern home field. I was watching that game, and when I saw that first goal score, I was looking for a reaction. I was looking for a reaction from Bayern, but it just didn't happen. It, it just didn't happen. Will Bayern Munich, finish this? I'm going to ask you this right now. Will Bayern Munich finish the season without a trophy?
Looking like that, because the Champions League is very difficult, very very difficult. That's the only shot. It's a knockout competition, so anything can go their way. They have Arsenal next, and that's going to be a very difficult tie. These players are just not motivated. Tuchel is leaving at the end of the season. Leverkusen you think they're gonna lose, and they're just able to just win the game in the last minute. 13 points ahead. Just not motivated. Tuchel gone. These players just not motivated. Basically, I think you're gonna see a little bit different in the Champions League. I think there's something to play for. It's a knockout competition, so there should be a little bit more pride. But in the league, it's just going through the moment and hopefully the season ends as soon as possible.
Yeah. Their next game in the Champions League will be at Arsenal. The first leg is at the Emirates, and the second leg will be at the, what do you call it, Bayern Munich, Bayern Arena?
Yeah. No, Allianz.
The Allianz Arena.
Yeah.
Allianz.
You have to credit to Dortmund. Dortmund have been there. Sancho, I have to credit to Sancho and Karim Adeyemi. And these players, they're very good. Dortmund went there. They look up for it every time. They looked like they was gonna score when they attack. Short crew, number 9, Germany.
For crew.
They just look up for it. And Bayern Munich on the other hand, I don't want to. It's so sad for Harry Kane. All these years, people banter him, say he doesn't win no trophy. Bayern Munich have won the Bundesliga in 10 years straight.
I think it's 11. I think
11?
Yeah, I think it's 11 or something.
11 years straight, and The guy came from Tottenham that have not won nothing all these years. And then boom, Leverkusen just come from nowhere. Unstoppable. I feel sorry. I would love for Hurricane to win the Champions. I feel so sorry for him. Did you see that clip at the end? Like he was almost crying. I feel so sorry for him. I ain't gonna lie. He got like he should have scored a trick yesterday. He missed like 2 field goals.
Yeah, he missed that. He missed that header. He missed that header. And a goal that was he scored, but they said it was offside.
Yeah,
and deep in the second half.
I hope they can win the Champions League field because he had what 32, 31 goals.
31.
You know, like if he could break the Lewandowski record now, that was Gerard Muller record before. So you know, it's crazy. Hurricane scored this much goal.
Bro, I really don't know what I'm tired. I really don't know what is going on for Bayern.
Is it curse?
I think it's probably a hurricane curse, and then Alphonso Davies probably on his way out with what 18 months left on his contract.
He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't look like the Alphonso Davies. He doesn't.
Yeah, man, big up brother Ryan.
Alphonso Davies doesn't want to be at Bayern. He looked like a player that.
Bro, he want to go to the Madrid. He want to go at the Bernabeu, go linking up with Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham. He want to go where the best young players are at right now. Bayern Munich team is too cocky. I'm sorry, but who is going to be the next manager? Look, it's the German football kind of take a turn. Germany don't have a fresh-minded coach right now. We don't really have a lot of fresh-minded coach right now. German football kind of take a dip. I could see it in the international football.
They're going to have to bite the bullet and go back to if Nagelsmann, it depends on how Nagelsmann do with the German team. I think they might have to go back to that. Nagelsmann was the key. He was like the new kid on the block, and because of some personal issue, they let him go. I think because I heard that the board that's on the Bayern Munich board right now, they are the one that got in Nagelsmann. Oliver Kahn that was here before. He was the one that made the decision to get rid of Nagelsmann. I know Oliver Kahn is not there anymore. So I think Nagelsmann.
Bayern team is a family team,
Yeah.
If you don't really have certain affiliation, you can't get certain position with the team.
Yeah. The Bundesliga is over. Thomas Tuchel said it. It's over.
It's over. I'm trying to find who is the manager for the Bayern Munich 2 team. His name is Olga Seitz. They're going to have to go for their manager. Or they probably they could go for. Let me tell you who will be a very good manager, for Bayern Munich. Dimichelis, the Argentinian. Yeah, he's coaching now in the Argentina league. I forgot. River Plate. I think Dimichelis. He's coaching there right now. But yeah, I think just go back to someone from the roots. That's what Bayern Munich has been doing.
That's what Dortmund did.
Yeah.
That's what Dortmund did.
But oh my God, the last time Bayern Munich team played a season and don't win a trophy, it was the season when it was 2011-2012 season. That was the last time we don't win a trophy in our season.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But look, Hurricane going to win some silverware, but he's going to have to battle it up. But I have read a few comments that people say, thank God for Xavi Alonso and Bayer Leverkusen, else the Bundesliga wouldn't be this excited. But look, next game up, Bayer Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim. What the hell happened at the Bayern Arena at Leverkusen? Bro, oh my God, Patrick Schick, he's been getting the late goals. After Hoffenheim took the lead. And chance after chance after chance for Leverkusen. But the Bayern Arena, they never stop singing. That's what I love about German Bundesliga. You know, their fans are so passionate. And you could see that on evil Xabi Alonso's face when they were 1-0 down.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look like, you know, he looked panicked or he's going to overreact and make bad substitution. They have done it time after time throughout the whole season, you know, and to find that goal, Patrick Schick, oh my God, win the game 2-1. So what, 13 points ahead of Bayern Munich right now. Looking, they're going to play West Ham, you know, in the midweek, not this midweek, but next week in the Europa League. That will be a hell of a tie. You know, that will be a hell of a tie. Bayer Leverkusen versus West Ham in the Europa League. But Dortmund next game up will be they will be playing Leipzig. So it's very important. You know, this is a very big result, you know, for Dortmund, you know, especially getting back into the Champions League is very important to what how they operate in the summer in terms of financial wise, getting that UEFA money. You know, so they playing Leverkusen next. Leverkusen also win on the day at Leverkusen, you know. And that Leverkusen, Leipzig, you know, is right behind them in 5th. Leipzig is on 50 and Dortmund is on 53. So it's very important how Bayern Dortmund have played the rest of the game. But look, Bayern Munich, I said it was Leipzig, but Bayern Munich next game, you know, will be one of those new teams, you know, Einen and Dortmund next game will be Stuttgart. I said it was Leipzig, but it was Stuttgart. They will play home to Stuttgart. Then the Atletico Madrid tie with the two teams, Bayern Mönchengladbach and, you know, Leverkusen. But if you really look at it, the next game's up, bro, for Dortmund. Their season is right in front of them. You know, the Champions League tie against Atletico Madrid. They have Stuttgart, you know, they have Leverkusen, they have Leipzig in the running, you know, and they have to travel away to Mainz, not a place that they, you know, very favorable of going. Yeah. So their whole complete season is right in front of them, and things can just go sour in the next 10 games for Thursday team. But we're going to move on from the Bundesliga. Next up, we're going to go across, We're going to go across a little further down south, Italian Serie A. Inter Milan play tomorrow. Inter Milan play tomorrow. But what happened at the Stadio Olimpico? It is the man, the defender. I think Morasic got that late minute goal. Wonderful cross by Matteo Guendouzi. To get the old ladies out of Stadio Olimpico walking without a point. Look, AC Milan is in second right now. Most of the season, not all, but most of the season, it was Juventus right up there, replacing AC Milan. But AC Milan is on a run of form right now. But Lazio, you know, they were in the runnings for Champions League, but they find themselves, you know, Lazio find themselves 8 points from top 4. That's I think they're in 7th position right now. You know, Juventus winless in their last 4. You know, Allegri, it's just not happening right now for the old ladies. It's just not happening. You know, and again,
they won winning 8. Juventus.
Yeah, you know, they have been winning a lot of games.
I must say about Allegri, Juventus. You don't think it's time to move on from the Lego ball?
Yeah, of course.
This 3 at the back and this wing back.
3 at the back will never stop at Italy.
Yeah, but I feel like this negative football. I don't know. I feel like the leg. I think the Allegri is too much to sack him. He's making too much money, so they can't sack him. You know, kudos to AC Milan. I love that Loftus-Cheek is being reformed.
After Loftus-Cheek scored, you know, Duncan scored back for Fiorentina, and then Rafael Leo, you know, he's on farm since the start of the year. You know, he's been banging goals 2-1 in Florence. Big win for AC Milan. You know, but the game tomorrow, you know, 2 games tomorrow, that's going to be really important. Salernitana will travel away to play Bologna. Bologna is in 4th, and AS Roma will travel away to play Lecce. And, you know, if Bologna drop point, if Bologna lose against Salernitana, at home, AS Roma will go in top 4. Hope they can beat each other. But Daniel De Rossi though, he's kind of. You think he will get? You think they will make a? I think they should make a gamble and give him a job full time. He's an old.
Which other candidate out there, for that Rona?
Yeah, probably gamble and give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, gamble and probably give Daniel De Rossi, the opportunity to coach a team. Yeah. He is a veteran player for AS Roma. Tati is upstairs, and they could work together. They're good friends. They could work together. And I see this team is playing for Daniel De Rossi. Not saying the team, wasn't playing for Jose Mourinho, but this team have a different passion about them. It's like the Rome's thing is coming back. Yeah, that excitement of Roma is playing, attacking football. I think that's what Roma players and Roma fans want. That's all they want. Attacking football, fighting, but it's going to be tough game. But today, in Italy, they celebrating Easter. They don't play a game on Easter.
Okay.
It's a big holiday for them. Yeah, so they will have the rest of games played tomorrow. But Inter Milan will also home to Empoli. Look, what I think 11 points. They ahead of AC Milan if they lose. Yeah, if they lose to Empoli at the San Siro. You see any resurgence of AC Milan giving them a fight for that Scudetto? Because the last time, I think last season when Empoli played them last season, Baldanzi, got that lone goal and give Empoli a 1-0 win, at San Siro against Inter Milan. So it's going to be a massive task. It's going to be a massive task to get a full 3 points in Roma, in Inter Milan backyard. Yeah, but what you think? A title child is on if Inter Milan drop full 3 points?
I think Inter is too strong. I don't see Inter is out of the Champions League, so they don't really have too much other competition to worry about. It's gonna be very difficult for plus AC the Etihad the Milan derby. They still have to play the Milan derby as well. Basically, Inter just only have to focus on the league. They're not in no other competition, and they could rest, they could rotate. I just don't see Inter stepping up at this time. They're just too strong. I think it was very unfortunate that they get knocked out in the Champions League. Penalty, it's a lottery, and they were like the best team over both legs. They just fall short at the end. They are seen against Atletico. Yeah, I think Inter is just too strong. Yeah, I think Inter is. I just don't see them dropping too many points.
Yeah. But my pick for the top 4 though, Bologna is just 5 points behind Juventus. Roma is 8 points behind him. I would love Thiago Motta to get Bologna in the Champions League. That would be a massive. They have won. They have won 7 out of their last 8 games. They're going to play a team that winless Salernitana, former Reggae boy player Trivante Stewart. They haven't won a game in 11. Yeah, so they're winless in 11. So I think Bologna should get full 3 points in that game. But
that Bologna game pick up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. 3 o'clock for you?
Yeah.
So that's 6:30 Eastern time. Mm-hmm. Wow. And that equalize and Portmore, man. Come on, Junglist. But that's the local recap right there for the Italian Serie A. Yeah, the Italian Serie A is really up there. Not much, in title titles in the Italian Serie A, but it's a lot for play for in the top 4. Yeah, Bologna, Lazio is there. AS Roma is there. Atalanta is another team. Atalanta, Napoli have lost 3. Napoli has lost, I think, 2-0. Yeah, Napoli lost against Atalanta 3-0 at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium early Saturday morning.
And I was like, what? What's going on? What is going on? Napoli have a dreadful season.
Yeah,
Very,
man. They have
very,
a dreadful season. They
very
changed. I
bad.
think they have changed 2 managers already this season.
I think that, and that's the thing when there's just a president making decision, for sometimes it's making decision of a personal feeling and
Yeah.
not really on football base. You see what I'm saying? So he's just making too much wrong decision. You know?
Um. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, as I said, the top four race in this Italian league is really, really exciting. I think AC Milan and Juventus should secure their spot, but it's all up to Bologna, Roma,
Yeah.
Atalanta and Lazio, in the sets of games at left back. So um, go over there in that Spanish La Liga. Yeah, Real Madrid earlier, just a few hours before we started the show. Real Madrid have won 2-0 in the Santiago Bernabeu. Rodrigo, every time when Vinicius is missing, this player have always stepped up. Yeah, and I've heard the commentator been saying it. Saying that what going to happen when Kylian come over? Will
Yeah.
Rodrigo find himself on the bench? Will Rodrigo find himself in the starting lineup? But the perfect man, in the dugout, who's one of the best man management in a coach in the world, Carlo Ancelotti. Rodrigo, he played fantastic, man.
Yeah. I think Rodrigo, his best position is on that left where Vinicius
Yes,
want to play. So
that's
it's
where he,
like,
that's where he played at Santos.
yeah, and Rodrigo it's he's more clinical than Vinicius when it comes to
Yeah, of course,
goal
no
scoring.
doubt about it. He's more
Like,
cleaner.
so you know, I saw something on Twitter saying that if Mbappe come in, Rodrigo might be the sacrifice. I don't
No, Mbappe will
happy.
play through the middle. I see Mbappe play through the middle.
So you think they're gonna play Mbappe, Bellingham, those 3-4 players in one team?
Yeah, why not?
Gotta find a
Somebody going
balance
to
there.
have to give way. Is either Bellingham going to look?
No,
You're not going to
Bellingham
need
can't.
you're not going to need a Bellingham late run like he's doing now, especially if Mbappe is playing at number
Yeah,
9
but we already play Bellingham.
behind.
Or like a number 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're going to have to change it. The reason why Carla is playing like a 4-4-2 diamond because there's no other option. There's no
Yeah,
other option,
yeah,
and there's no strikers. So Osilu is a man that it just cannot depend on for a whole season. He's a little cameo player. He's a cameo player. But Carl Ancelotti is one of the best, as I said, one of the best man management coach in the world. So he know how to figure things out. As how he figured out, people saying where the goal is going to come from when you have a Karim Benzema leaving the club, and he figured out something, a 4-4-2 diamond formation.
yeah.
So he will figure it out. Trust me. But Mbappe will come in and will give
That
this team.
formation is original from that AC Milan team with Kaká,
Kaka.
Seedorf, and
Yeah.
Inzaghi. I just
Yeah.
literally remember that
Robinho
formation.
and all these players.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think at one point Chelsea used to play with Joe Cole,
Yeah,
Lampard,
yeah.
Makalele. Used to
Ballack.
play too, the 4-4-2. Is it
Yeah.
Carlo Ancelotti is the one that came in and did it after Jose Mourinho?
In CM1.
Oh, so it's nothing new.
Yeah.
It's something that he used to. He used to do it. Yeah, I remember Chelsea used to play at 4-4-2 diamond.
Malouda. Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
Chelsea used to play the two. But Chelsea used to have great number 6 like Essien and Makalele and then play it back before they leave. Yeah. But look, there's no title charge. There's no title challenge for Real Madrid this season. What Barcelona is
Yeah.
9 points behind them.
Yeah, and Genoa kind of fall off a little bit. I
Girona
would just love for Genoa to get to the.
Girona get a late goal today and beat Real Betis. Keep their champ. I want them to finish in the top 4.
Yeah, it's still a good season for them.
Still have a good season. Yeah. But many expected Girona to fall off. But look, Atletico Madrid will play away tomorrow to Villarreal, a team that they haven't won in their last 2 games. They drew 2-2 their last 2 times they played it. So they will have some things to say. You know, they were in 5th position in La Liga. So, you know, if they win, they will go back. Well, Atletico Bilbao is in 4th, right? Atletico Bilbao is having a really good season. They play Mallorca on the weekend in the Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
So, you know, if they themselves can get that Copa del Rey final over Mallorca on the weekend coming up and getting top 4 over Diego Simeone team, who is in the qualif, that will be an excellent season. Or Kike San, is it Kike? I think his name is Kike, the Villarreal manager. I think his name is Kike. Remember that coach used to coach Barcelona? Yeah. So, you know, but you know, Athletic Bilbao, you know, they're in the Basque country in Spain. They don't really sign players outside who is not affiliated with the Basque country.
No.
Look at Munain. You know, Munain has been at the club for a long time. You know, Munain is at the club for a long time. You know, so
they have a lot of academy graduate come through, and you know the Williams brothers, they're coming from the academy.
They're coming from the academy.
So you know they have a philosophy, you know. So kudos to them. They in the cup, but finals and finals.
Yeah, in the final they play Mallorca. This is the thing now in the Champions League. There will not be any Spanish La Liga game on the weekend. Real Madrid next game is Man City now.
Yeah.
And then they will play Mallorca. And then Barca will play Cadiz. And then the next run of games will be the El Clasico. Yeah. If Barca beat Cadiz in the next game, or Real Madrid drop points at Mallorca or something, and Barcelona beat Real Madrid in the El Clasico, you see a title challenge again in Spain?
No. Nah, I think that.
What if when Barca play Real Madrid in the El Clasico and it's like 7 points?
Nah, I think Real Madrid gonna beat them.
And Barca win. Even though Barca beat Las Palmas a 1-0 from Rafinha. It's
a lot of if. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of if. It's a lot of if, and you know, Real Madrid might have a 1-1 year, but 2-3, nah. Come on. This is Real Madrid we're talking about. Like they have this thing about them where they can just turn a switch and turn it on whenever they want.
Real Madrid next fixtures. Real Madrid last set of fixtures, you know, are Mallorca away, home to Barca, away to Real Sociedad, home to Cadiz, Granada, away, Real Deportivo Alaves, home, Villarreal away, Real Betis, home.
Yeah, nah. The only hardest game I hear away is maybe Real Sociedad. That's pretty much.
And probably away to Villarreal.
Yeah, but Villarreal have a very poor season.
Villarreal is not playing. Yeah, Villarreal is the last team that beat Barcelona 5-3 at the Olympic Stadium in Spain.
Yeah.
That's the last time Barca lose a game. Yeah, that's the last time Barca lose a game against Villarreal. That home defeat against they get slapped up 5-3. You know.
Real Madrid have been having Barcelona ticket in the last few games. So
Barcelona have just lost 1 game in the start of the year. So they're playing really good, you know. But as I said, man, you know, let's see. Barcelona 2 points ahead of Girona. Girona love. You know, Barcelona and Girona is actually almost close.
Yeah.
Close up, you know. If Girona probably can finish ahead in the table over Barcelona, you know, and get Champions League football, that would be big for Girona next season. And it will be a problem with Manchester City there. You know, cannot have 2 teams, 2 ownership, you know, in the Champions League next season. So let's see. It's very interesting to see Girona. But last up, the Farmers League. As we were talking. Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain beat Olympique Marseille away.
Marseille in a very good form. In a very good form. I don't know what happened.
I really don't know, man. When I see, you know, I was going to get the video up. I don't know if you saw the challenge, but Beralda, Main, and Aubameyang. It's a soft, but Beralda was already on a yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was the last man. He was the last man, and they go over there by VAR and issued a red card to the, and that's his first game in the big derby too. That's his first game in the derby. So tough, man. Luis Enriquez is under a lot of criticism over there in the French league, even though he's right up here. Yeah, but Shaman Nicholson, man, seems like his team is going down, and not on the field. They got beat at home against Toulouse.
Yeah.
Former Reggae boy player Junior Fleming, still a Toulouse player, but I think they have been losing against too much teams that's in around them. They let a couple match week ago, they let Mets beat them.
Yeah.
Mets beat them, teams that is already down there in the bottom. Looking at it right now, they 6 points from safety. They have that two teams that go down and playoff relegation playoff thing.
Yeah.
Just like in the Bundesliga. So Lorient is in 16 in that relegation playoff spot, and 26, and because the team Clermont is on 20. So I was watching that game today, and Boza came on when it was like 1-0, and then as soon as he came on, the man fired the next goal and just kill the game.
Why is he not started?
Yeah, he haven't been started. He's been out of touch in the French league for the last 5 games now. So
really?
Yeah, I mean, you cannot really blame his farm. The team is not playing well. The team is not playing well. But yeah, Paris Saint-Germain is leading the Farmers League, beating Marseille with 10 men. But the big surprise over there still is that team. Last time out it was Rennes. I think it was Rennes. Now it's Brest. Is in Brest. A team named Brest, brother. A team named Brest. I lead Monaco by 1 point, and Lille is in 4th, and Nice and Lens. But Brest.
I saw it and I was like, what is Brest?
The PSG now playing about it. Mbappe, them take him off on the field in around, I think, the 70-something minute, and he went straight down the tunnel.
Is the league that poor or what? What is
the league poor, brother? Too much money. Paris Saint-Germain have too much money for that league. Too much money. Paris Saint-Germain team is broken. That team is broken, bro. I'm telling you, that team is broken. But it's all about, what's going to happen. I think Barca might beat them, because Barca has played really good football. I don't know, for some reason, it's like, since Xavi Hernandez announced that, he's going to leave, and Laporte, the president for Barcelona, is begging Xavi Hernandez to stay. Since that, probably around 2 months ago, Xavi, Barcelona team have been playing really good football. Bro, go back and watch some of the highlights.
You know why they're begging? They don't have no good coach out there that's available right now.
Why Xavi want to left though? Why?
A lot of pressure.
Bro, you is a Catalonian.
You know that squad is not that good enough to win the Champions League.
But tug it out.
But that's the thing. It easy to say. Like, all the pressure, all the blame is always gonna come down on film doorstep, and there's no other good candidate out there to come in and play the Barca way,
Yeah.
Barcelona don't have no money to buy and get them the coach now. They broke, So maybe Xavi might change his mind in the off season. Let's see.
Yeah, but going to move on. Talk about some individual players, for the Reggae boys and Reggae players that really played excellent over the weekend. As I was saying, Khadija Bonishar scored twice, on Liverpool, over the weekend. Yeah, twice. That push her up in the league table, the leaderboard table for goal sheet. Let's pull it up. I know they lead in Chelsea, or 5 points they lead in Chelsea by, I think 49-45. 4 points. They lead in Chelsea by 3. Chelsea have a game in hand, you know. You saw, before we go to that, you saw the incident today what happened in Arsenal women coach and Chelsea. What's the woman coach? Emma?
Yeah.
She pushed the man.
Yeah, I don't know why she pushed him.
Yo, him have a right to don't even touch her. Guys, if I him the push her, we are here, oh, men shouldn't be coaching the woman team. You know, this is all the things that, you know, can happen and crazy.
What happened during the game? Is there some decision go against Chelsea?
A lot of it, bro. Remember, it's a final. It's a cup final. A lot of emotional is boiling over. It's a London derby. It's the two biggest teams, you know, in women football in England. City just coming up. Remember, Arsenal and Chelsea the two biggest teams. They're giants, you know. So a lot of emotion going to boil over. And she was saying, you know, the whole they conduct themselves on the touchline was poor. You know, I think she used that word. He was a lot aggressive, something and then as a man on the touchline, but it was off. You know, I think the FA should charge her because if it was him pushed her, Emma, it would have been a bigger story.
Yeah.
You know, but Arsenal won the game 1-0. You know, but as I was saying, you know, Khadija Bonishah, man. Khadija Bonishah, yeah, 19 goals. Lauren James is on 13 behind her. Nowhere near to the scene from the Reggae Girl International from Spanish Town, yeah? St. Diego High School, as I said, the best woman striker in the world. That's what I have to say. The best woman striker in the world right now.
Yeah.
You know what? The leading goal scorer for the Manchester woman team last season, you know, getting on the Ballon d'Or shortlist. How Khadija Bonishah cannot be nominated even for the sportswoman and sportsman thing in Jamaica? That's crazy.
Crazy. The politics bias.
Yo, City team
crazy.
are gonna get better next season.
Look,
they will be playing the Champions League next season. Don't be surprised, you know. Chelsea have been winning the league for the last 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. Man City win the league, go on to play the Champions League. If they go on to play the Champions League, you know, it will be more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be more money. So I see Man City team be one of the big title challengers for the Champions League next season because there will be more money splashed. You saw what Chelsea did with the Colombian striker. Yeah. What's her name again? I forgot her name. The girl that played against us. I forgot her name. What 500? They bought her for over £500,000. No one ever bought a woman for that money.
That's crazy when it comes to when you think about it, and that's not.
You know, I think the highest paid woman in England, I think, is around £6,000, £7,000 a week.
Where does it?
Yeah, they're not getting a lot of money.
6,000?
Yeah, man, they're not getting a lot of money. Women football just start make some money now.
6,000 a week?
Yeah, man, they're not getting a lot of money, man. The average pay, yeah. As I said, the average pay for Premier League is what I think between £15,000 and £20,000. Average, like the average pay in Premier League a week.
You have to be realistic, bro. There's not really too much.
If you go outside of England, the average pay probably be like $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in America?
Even in America. Bro, American player them like Alex, Sophia, that's her name, Sophia Smith. You know, Dennis Rodman, Data. Those players, them alone get a lot of money. And the South American players, them alone get the money. You know, that's what happened in American football. Yeah, but Jamal, you know, have scored again. You know, he scored on the weekend also after back from Reggae Boyz international duties. His second time coming off the bench for Swansea City. Yeah, to score his 8th goal of the season. But Swansea City is in mid-table right now. They're more closer to the relegation table than the playoff table. You know, Swansea City is not really playing good, but you know, again, Casey Palmer, it's an assist his team 1-3-1 over Huddersfield. Yeah. You know, hope Coventry can get back into the playoff and get into the Premier League, you know, with Joel Latibody and Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer has been really good form for Coventry since last month and a half. It's
Yeah.
key thing though. He's playing behind the striker. That's the thing.
Yeah. I want to see him whenever Jamaica play again. I would love to see him be in those attacking areas, being a number 10. You know, I want know that we're gonna be playing lesser teams. You know, we should be dominating these games, and I would love to see what his attribute as far as
But
trying
the
to link up
formation
there.
doesn't suit his special formation, his special position.
Yeah, but depends on
But
what.
we're going to have time though. We're going to go back to the 4-2-3-1
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah. So you know, probably when we go, especially the next World Cup games, 4-2-3-1 is the way to go.
Yeah.
You know, 4-2-3-1 is the way to go against teams that are going to play the low block and see where Casey Palmer made up of, you know, in that number 10 position right behind Mikel or Boza. You know, I don't want to see anyone else behind the striker coming in a World Cup qualifier games. Casey Palmer have to play there if we're going to play four at the back. Every time we have four at the back, and then you're going to have a number 10 in that
Yeah.
position, Casey Palmer is the guy. Give him more opportunities to play there. You know, if you give him more opportunities to play there in his favorite position, when you go back to like a back three and you play like a double pivot with the other central midfielder, it's like he will still be accustomed to, you know, his natural formation and his natural position. You know, so you know he will still get that work ethic from him. That's what I like with him. But you see the thing though with Casey, he's playing behind two quality championship striker, you know, Sims and Adji Wright. You know, so his third assist of the season. And, you know, the junglist, Trudy Carter scored in the Mexican League against Pachuca, yeah, our team of San Luis last one. 3-1. Yeah, she lost that game 3-1. But yeah, you know, don't know. Mikel scored against.
The Mexican woman in come on TV.
Yeah, compound. You know that Spanish channel TUDN.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show all the Mexican bro, and they bring it on VIX. It's on VIX too,
Oh, okay.
and Fox Deportes.
Okay.
Yeah, but they show the game, but they mostly bring like Tigers and Club America
Yeah.
games and TUDN. You know, we have three regular girls over there. You know, but yeah, people, we have gone not quite there, but you know, 2 hours, and that's the mark, you know, where we are going to come to an end of the podcast. Yeah, really good show. First show up as, you know, this Nick and Dan, you know, podcast is a combination of the two channels. You know, Daniel used to have the extra time talk where we talk about everything outside of English football, and me, you know, Nick Adamidos used to have the Prem podcast where we just talk about the Premier League, and we used to do like two shows a day and Sunday. I we just decided to just make our own podcast, and
Yeah.
we join the the extra time talk and the Prem podcast together. That's how you combine to get the Nick and Dan podcast. Yeah. So this is the first episode, many to come, and also look out for us covering international games when it comes on to international duties. And guess what? The Euro is coming up.
Yeah.
The Euros is coming up, and the Copa America. Yeah. So we will be going right through the summer. As look, football lovers, is the best time to be alive. Trust me, because this year is the World Cup qualifiers, Copa America. Then you have Nations League again, and then next year March is Nations League, and then June again is World Cup qualifier, and then guess what? It will be FIFA Club World Cup, the first edition of the FIFA Club World Cup. So much football, man. And then after that, it will be the big thing, the World Cup over here in Mexico, Canada, and the US. Yeah? Look, any last say before we go?
Yeah, I would just want to say, kudos to the people that are checking in, and very much appreciate people. Don't forget smash a like on the video as well. Subscribe to both channel, and I would love us to do another segment as far as have people to call in and
Yeah.
give their thoughts on the game and how they like the podcast and stuff like that. something different, someone can, I would love to invite other
Interact.
guests, other guests, can
Yeah,
come on
interact
it,
and hear what people have to say.
so, people don't, going forward, we love you guys to come in and, give us your opinion and, yeah, but very much, thankful for people checking in,
Yeah, man. Bless up on yourself, people. It's a 2 minute mark, and we're going to leave by playing our little intro of the Reggae Boy and Reggae Girl player scoring goals in Europe, people. Guess what? This is the end of the podcast. Yeah, Daniel, bless up yourself. Thanks for passing through. Much respect. See you guys next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, 5 p.m. Jamaican time. Bless up, everyone. We kind of start a little bit late because of a little technical difficulties with the stream. Yeah, we couldn't get it pull up. So we here, CMA, never too late for anything in life. As long as there's life, there's a chance and there's a way to bless up yourself, people. We out, yeah?